Hey guys, Video Psych here again. Now, I of course want to talk about this just for a moment, and that's pretty much it. But, and I've especially noticed that a lot of people on, the Loved All topic videos or whatever have, been commenting on them and use them basically like forums. And especially in a case like this, they have been using them as forums like this a lot. And the reason why is because people like this don't tend to have any other place to talk about this kinds of stuff besides maybe the doll forum and very few other places. And another reason why they do this is because, when they get to, I would say, get out and spread out their legs, so to speak, on YouTube, they feel, I would say, more free about, speaking about, their interests, so to speak. And, here's just a few examples of, people using it like forums. I mean, there's other, examples like, obviously, the people that don't even watch my videos and they just place a comment down without even watching the video per se. And sometimes that can get really annoying. Like in the case where I made my video about, finding a better stain, a stain solution to get rid of stains on TPE. I made 2 videos showing, one solution that I had learned about that people have been talking about, and I verified that it didn't work. However, I keep on getting comments, below those videos, talking about it. And, they won't even watch the video. They will just, comment about how they think it works and blah, blah, blah. And, it's funny because I made 2 unedited videos literally showing that the solution of stain remover that I was told about did not work, which was the toothpaste and the baking soda, and it did not fucking work. And yet, to this day, it's been at least a year now, and I still get comments below that video talking about these, people talking about it like it works, and it fucking doesn't. Oh my fucking god! I even had to just answer a person that didn't even they probably didn't even watch my video. They're like, "Oh, let's talk about this, and how this might work." And it's like, no, it does not fucking work. I have shown it in both the videos, showing that it doesn't work, and this is the reason why. And of course, I didn't get a comment back. And the reason why I talked to them like this is because I gotta say, it really is just frustrating trying to help people out sometimes. And yet I'm seeing all these people trying to comment down and say something else, even though there's like 100% proof on my videos sometimes that something does not work or is not true. And the reason why people do this is because they want to use YouTube like it's a forum, basically. Because, like I just stated, in a Loved All owner's case, they don't have many places to talk about this types of stuff and express themselves. And so they are just doing it on YouTube in the comments sometimes. So here's the first comment here. Now, this was 6 days ago. They state, look, and this was about my video on the Starbury dolls. And this guy's all like, they look plain, question mark. They look the most realistic I've ever seen so far, the Starbury dolls. And I'm just kind of face palming on this one. And I'm just like, what I said is it's detailed, but when somebody says a woman looks plain, it means that they look either generic or average. It's not like they aren't pretty, but whoever did the work to make them look nice obviously isn't very creative on making their love dolls. And the artist who made these love dolls probably wasn't into what they were making. And as an artist myself, I can easily tell when somebody isn't into making what they're making, that they aren't having fun with what they're doing, because it tends to look kind of, when they make stuff, and it can happen when you aren't in the mood either. But if you, but I can tell when I see stuff like that, that whoever made something, an art piece, a love doll in this case, they weren't into what they were making, obviously. But moving on to the next comment. Now, this was on what a TPE doll skeleton looks like video. They ask, so what happened to the plastic body? Is that still workable? It's nice to see the metal piece out of it, but where's the plastic body? And I answered him back to him stating, both the TPE material and the skeleton I threw out. I do not have it anymore. And I threw it out at the dump. At the time, I had it laying next to me in a trash bag. And yes, I looked. There's nowhere to recycle the TPE material, not one single place in America, or probably even around the world. There's no place to recycle the TPE material. And there was also another guy that commented here. They're like, is that skeleton heavy? And I'm just like, man, I mean, even in the video, I was literally holding that TPE doll skeleton with one arm, with one hand. I was literally holding it up like this. That TPE doll skeleton was probably no more than maybe 15 pounds by itself. And even in the video, I stated about how light it was compared to when the TPE material was off of it. Most of that weight with your love doll, whether it's a silicone love doll or a TPE love doll, is mostly the material, the rubber material. It really is. I mean, that skeleton was seriously light. It was not heavy at all. But moving on from that. And the next one here. There are some cheaper dolls for a few hundred on AliExpress. The store is called Kubangniv, or however you pronounce it. Have you reviewed one before? And I'm just like, yes, especially AliExpress. They aren't the real deal. They will fill the batter with plastic to make it cheap as dirt, then act like on those expensive, oh, those expensive guys aren't the real deal. We are, since we're cheaper, when they're just a cheap knockoff. I mean, I understand that people are at the very least trying to keep an open mind and look for a cheaper solution to getting a love doll, but unfortunately, if you guys are seeing something like $300 to $400 that's like this tall, it's a knockoff. I'm sorry, but it is a knockoff love doll. And this one was actually a lady. I think this is actually the only lady that is, I would say the second lady that has ever commented on my channel, at least as far as I know. She said, I was wondering about doll care and appreciate your videos so much. Very helpful, and you have a wonderful personality, so that made it informative, delightful, and everything you shared in your video is great, and will help me. My male doll, TPE, just a torso, but he is still going to be 110 pounds, which that's even heavier than my love doll, actually, which is supposed to be rated at 85 to 90 pounds. Definitely going to struggle during the unboxing, but luckily I'm a sturdy chick built similar to my new TPE man pillow that I'm going to get so jacked, always literally manhandling him. So I'm so appreciative of the things I've learned from your awesome video. Thanks for making it. I'm letting doll owners are some of the best people. It's nice to have a community I finally feel I fit into. Seems like I'm outnumbered gender-wise, but I think women are going to catch up. The wise ones will anyhow. Lots of laughs. Thanks again for your video. And so I'm not going to read the rest of what she had stated down, but you could say that it was a lot. I mean, she said a lot. And I stated back to her, well, you seem kind. Yes, you have to be gentle with them like a real woman. You can wash anything with colored ink in the clothing before putting it on, and you will still have to worry about their stains and TPE if, the clothing or cloth that you have around them becomes dirty. If you like, I have many more videos on the topic and all care, etc. And then she put down another couple of long comments after that, which I will not read, but but yeah. Seems like a nice lady, I guess. Yeah. But I'm also not really here to hit it on anybody on the internet here. I'm not really looking for anybody. But she at least seems like a nice lady. And, I just treat people like, people. I just treat people like they're human beings. That's just all there really is to it. I'm not trying to pick up anybody. But anyway. So, as far as that goes, that's, I would say, the biggest reason why people like to just chat, and use the comment section like it's a forum. It seems like, especially when it comes to, people like Love Doll owners that, like this kind of stuff, because they just don't have anywhere else to go hardly to talk about this kind of stuff. And of course, there was also that case where there's like a bunch of incels starting to, watch my videos and were kind of acting like I was one of them. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. And that got kind of excited there for a moment, but moved on from that. It's whatever now. But with that being said, I'll just end the video here and see you guys in the next one. Bye.